Yo everybody, JD the Gamer here, and we are back with a new Summoners War video, and we have ourselves the monster balancing and improvements. It just dropped. I was just told by a viewer, Celtic, appreciate the knowledge. Let's jump right into this and see what's going on, baby. I'm so excited. Okay. Hi, it's come to us, blah, 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 blah. Let's see what's happening. Dragon Knight. Okay, so this is Ragdoll. Tooth for tooth passive. If an ally receives a critical hit, increases the attack bar of all allies by 15% down to 10%. Added now. Reflects 15% of damage back to the enemy when you're attacked. Bruh. So they made him better? What? They made him better? They gave him a buff? Wow. Okay. Hell Lady. Win. Okay. So Ethne. After the attack, stun is guaranteed if the enemy has less than 30%. Okay, we know that. Now the stun is guaranteed if the enemy has 50% or less. So 30% to 50%. That's actually a pretty decent sized buff right there. Because when you think about it, half the HP, if you get a good defense break on a unit, that's big. Chimera. Okay, so we got the Water Chimera. Taor. Crush. Effect added. Reduces the attack bar of other enemies except the enemy targeted by 50%. Okay. So basically it's reducing the other enemy's attack bar by 50%. Not the one that you hit. Not bad. Chimera Fire. Rakan. Effect added. Removes one beneficial effect granted on the enemy on collapse. Yo, what? So now he can strip on collapse. So does that work on a revenge collapse? Yo, if that works on a revenge collapse, Rakan might have just seen himself get put into RTA. Wow. The Oracle Light. Okay, effect added. Grants immunity on all allies for one turn. That's a buff. That's a solid buff. Tashar. I was just honestly thinking about feeding him for crystals. So Tashar gets a buff. Increase the damage by 8% on Tempest. Okay. Okay, so the Panda Supremacy. So the skill has changed. So it was each attack has a 70% chance to grant one random harmful effect among the following, blah, 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 blah. Now it has each attack has a 70% chance to grant the designated effect, respectively. First attack, HP recovery, disturb. Second attack, glancing. Third attack, attack power decrease. Fourth attack, attack speed. So instead of random ones, it specifies which order that you can put the debuffs on. So that's okay. I mean, I guess. Glancing, attack, and attack speed. So now you get HP disturb recovery as well. That wasn't on there initially. So, alright. I mean, not a huge change. He's really only used in R5 from what I see, like the base R5. So, that's fine. Paladin Win. Effect change. So, grants immunity on all allies who have full HP for 2 turns. Is now grants immunity on all allies with half or more HP for 2 turns. Okay, so basically she just becomes more annoying in Guild Wars and Siege. That's basically what it is. So you go from your allies have to have full HP to grant the immunity to now, as long as they have half, they get the immunity. So it just makes it a little bit more annoying, right? Demon Water, which I have the Water Demon, so Repeated Nightmare. So when reviving, creates a shield that's proportionate to your level for 1 turn. So basically what that means is, because sometimes when the Water Demon revives, it gets full attack bar, but depending on the enemies and the ticks that are allowed or that happen in RTA with turn order, you still might not get that next turn, which means sometimes you revive and then you get hit right away and you die again. With this, it gives you a chance to survive that hit by creating a shield. So not a huge buff, but I'll take it. Fire Demon. I don't have the Fire Demon, but ease the condition of granting continuous damage that's proportionate to the damage dealt. Increase the damage by 8%. Okay, not over the top, but that's fine. The Dark Sea Emperor. Who is that? Manana. Effect added on his passive. Decreases the HP of all enemies except the target by 30% of the damage dealt after every attack. Whoa. So if you bring them into RTA, there's 4 units. If you attack unit 1, the other 3 units lose 30% of their HP according to the damage dealt. Wow. After every attack. That's going to have to be tested. That sounds like that could be devastating. Water Unicorn. Okay. Protection Wings. Effect added. Recovers your HP by 10% each turn. Okay. So it recovers your HP. Not your team, but your HP. And that's a passive. So every turn you get, so basically the faster, yeah, that's going to hurt a lot, Celtic, on the manana. So every time, so you want to build with a lot of speed then for Water Unicorn, because every time you get a turn, you gain 10%. Okay. The Fire Unicorn. Effect added. Recovers your HP by 10% when you attack on your turn. So you have to attack. So if you're stunned, you don't gain the HP. But it sounds like with the Water Unicorn, you gain HP no matter what on your turn. Okay. The Light Unicorn. Effect added. Recovers HP of all allies by 10% on Purifying Light. So not a passive, but on a move. But it's a tiny heal. It's a tiny heal. Not nothing to go crazy for. Dark Unicorn on Moonlight Flash. 100% critical rate is applied when attacking. That's interesting. Okay, so now that third, I think that's the third skill. 100% crit rate. So you don't need to build, so almost like a Mina, the water cat. You don't have to worry about crit rate on that third skill. You're going to crit every time. Interesting for the, 1% of the world that has the Dark Unicorn. The Water Succubus absorbs the enemy's attack bar by 15% is now 20%. Okay, so a small little buff. Instead of you absorbing 15, you get 20. Not overwhelming. Fire Succubus, effect changed on Brutal End. Disturbs the HP recovery for 2 turns. Is now increases the skill cooldown time by 2 turns. That might be something that needs to be checked out. So like a mini Zeros. Interesting. Wind Succubus. Effect change. When attacking the enemy who's under sleep, deals 50% more damage, is now increases the duration of sleep by 1 turn up to 3 turns. They're putting some work into the succubuses. The light one, okay. Curse of White Knight. Effect added. Puts all enemies to sleep for 1 turn. Yo. That's a mini Hathor. So now you can put the enemy to sleep on skill 1. You can put all the enemies to sleep on skill 3. And if you build on Despair, you can stun potentially. Yo. The light one might have just got some play. And then the dark one, Night Hag Scuffle. Deals damage proportionate to the enemy's max HP. Is now deals damage proportionate to enemy's attack speed. So the faster they are, the more damage you do. I like that. Water Jack-o'-lantern. Okay. Whoa. What's going on? Okay. His passive. So, what the heck is his name? The Water Jack-o'-lantern? Anyway. I'm sure somebody will say it. The Cunning. Increase the value of attack speed that increases according to the number of beneficial effects. Chilling. Increased the value of attack speed that increases. Okay, so with chilling, you get more speed the more beneficial effects you have. So basically, they just increase the value of how much speed you get with the amount of beneficial effects. Okay, a small buff, but interesting because that could speed up some comps. Fire Jack-o'-lantern. Skill change. Before, it was attacks all enemies 2 times, with each attack having a 50% chance to decrease the target's attack power and disturb their HP recovery for 2 turns. is now changed to attacks all enemies 2 times. The first attack has a 75% chance to inflict continued damage for 1 turn, and the second attack has a 25% chance. Okay, so we don't really care about that. That's nothing fun. Fire and Light Ghost Appearance, it has changed. Increases the chances of landing glancing hit for 2 turns with a 30% chance. Is now weakens the defense for 2 turns with a 30% chance. Okay, I still don't know if that's enough that you're gonna see them much, but that's a difference from going from glancing hit to weakened defense. Not bad. The passive on the Wind Jack-o'-lantern, the Shadow of the Moon, when effect change, when attacked by an enemy, gains a shield that is equivalent to 20% of your max HP for 1 turn. Is now creates a shield that's equivalent to 10% of your max HP for 1 turn on all allies. So not just you anymore. It's a buff nerf. So they lowered the amount of the shield from 20 to 10%, but now instead of just shielding yourself, you shield the entire team. Light Jack-o'-lantern skill change. It was, you can read what it was, but now it's changed to becomes immune against inability effects. Your attack power is increased by 15% up to 150% whenever an enemy's turn ends. I don't think that's enough to get me excited for him. The Dark Jack-o'-lantern, shield target change yourself to all allies. Okay. So they're just giving you more options to be able to shield and protect everybody. So not bad, not bad. Sylph, the water sylph. So that's Tyron. When you attack an enemy under the decreased attack speed effect, reduces the attack bar by 50% to 75%. Okay, so they just made them a little better. They're probably trying to allow you to use him. Because the Wind Sylph, Shimate, is used a lot, and they have the same attack speed lead, so they're probably just trying to buff Tyron a little bit to be able to compete with Shimate a little bit. The Water Taoist, Destruct Evil. Each attack has a 35% chance to remove 1 beneficial effect. Defense decreasing chance, 25% to 35%. Okay. So just a little better chance to decrease the defense. All right. Fire Taoist, skill cooldown time increasing activation chance from 30% to 50%. So more of a chance to skill cooldown. Okay. Wind Taoist, and I actually have him built. Effect added. So on Magic Flute, decreases the skill cooldown time of all allies by 1 turn each. The skill cooldown time of Magic Flute will not be decreased. Decreased cooldown time by 1 turn from 6 to 5. Wait a second. Decreases the skill cooldown of all allies by 1 turn. The skill cooldown time. Not sure what that means. The skill cooldown time actually will not be decreased. But then they decreased it. Oh, okay. So decreases the skill cooldown time of all allies by 1 turn, but it doesn't deal with the Magic Flute itself. So you're not decreasing the skill cooldown time of Magic Flute, even though you decreased of all allies. Okay, but they did overall decrease the cooldown from 6 to 5. Okay, not bad. Dark Taoist stuns the enemy with the highest attack bar for 1 turn. The enemy target for 1 turn. Okay, so you can basically pick now the enemy target of who you want to stun. Warbear, Second Awaken, revives with 30% HP, revives with half HP. Okay, so the Warbear, if you have him Second Awaken and you're using him, instead of it reviving with 30%, he revives with half. Okay. Fire Warbear, the inflicted damage increases by 100% to 200% when counterattacking. We're going to have to see about that one. Provokes all enemies for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Now is a 100% chance. Okay, so the Fire Warbear is getting some love. Light Warbear increased the damage by 100% on Risky Dash. The Pixie. Why do I keep doing that? Water Pixie, Shooting Star, decreased cooldown time from 5 to 4. Okay. The water pixie decreased cooldown time from 4 to 3 and increases the damage. Okay. Fire attacks one enemy target, attacks all enemies. The damage dealt changed due to the attack type change. Okay. The light one, Holy Call, when reviving a dead ally, fills up the ally's attack bar by 15%, is now 30. Just a little hookup. The dark pixie, which I have, attacks 3 times to 2 times. The total inflicted damage does not change. So she got nerfed. Absorb energy, attacks 3 times, it's 2 times. The total damage does not change. Effect added. The cooldown time of absorbing decreases by 1 turn whenever you increase the enemy's cooldown time. Wow. So if you decrease the cooldown time, you potentially could just keep spamming this. We're going to have to take a look at that one. The awakening effect increases resistance by 25%. Recovers HP by 50% of the inflicted damage. Okay, so no longer resistance for Leica. He now recovers HP by 50% of the damage dealt. So when you hit hard on Justice, he's recovering 50%. Love it. Is that enough to make Leica amazing again? Oh, we'll see. The Light Oracle, okay, increases accuracy by 25%. Predict the future skill effect, strengthen effect, removes beneficial effects with an 80% chance, is now 90. Decreases attack speed for 2 turns if you successfully remove effects. Okay. And then just a bunch of fixes that they did. Some things happening. Skill AI of some monsters will be modified. Dungeon AI. The AI has been improved to use the skills that attack all enemies more frequently when there are 3 or more enemy. So you're telling me that Lucian won't use amp if there's 1 unit left? Is that what you're telling me? We'll see. Overall, a lot of changes. I like them. I think this is a pretty decent balance patch. But let me know who you guys are looking forward to the balance patch. If you have any of these units, who are you looking forward to seeing? Let me know if you think that they should have did something else. Let me know in the comments down below. I think I give this so far, before it comes out and we start testing stuff, I give it like a 6 to 7. So maybe like 6.5 out of 10 of excitement. Not bad. I have a decent amount of things on this list, so I'm pretty excited to see what it is. But let me know what you guys think about this balance patch. Hit that subscribe button because I'm coming back to YouTube, baby. I'm very excited for that. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff that YouTubers say. Until next time, it's your boy JD the Gamer, and I'm out this thing, man. Peace.